معلش هنأخركم نص ساعة على الغداء. Sorry for delay for lunch for half an hour, but I will not exceed than 30 minutes. Let me introduce myself. I am Tamer Hamdy from ABB Egypt. I graduated from 20 years and I'm working for ABB and this was my pleasure for 17 years. Specialized for building automation, and this is the third time to be here with technology and second time for intelligent conference, and I hope we can exchange more data and more information how to improve our situation here in Egypt for energy efficiency. Our presentation will focus for solutions which we can submit it as ABB technology to improve. We are here in Egyptian market for 95 years and started under name of BBC, but we are a partner for Egyptians utility. This is the agenda which we will discuss it. Now this is the dilemma which we face in the whole environment. All of us hear about climate change and many international conference, last one in France, and the conflict between the United States and China. They didn't want to sign the Kyoto agreement, and the climate change will be a rare disaster for us, for life on Earth, if we will not take it by a very high consideration. And this is the rule of all manufacturers and all big companies like ABB and other respective companies to submit innovations and make investment on R&D to improve the energy consumption and to maintain the growth needed by the current generation, in the same time to keep the resources for environment for another future generations. All of us hear about the 2-degree in which we are working to decrease it for the atmosphere. And we want to achieve it by 2030. And 2030, this means that we need to minimize the emission from the manufacturing, the CO2, the carbon dioxide emission, the greenhouse gases. And we need it to be 42 gigatons. And to achieve 42 gigatons, it is not an easy issue. Because if we're working with all conditional plants and all unconditional plants, we will achieve 54 gigatons. So that means that we still have gap about 12 gigatons CO2. And if we not able to overcome this gap, we will face a very severe climate change, will make different world than what we live now. Maybe some countries disappear, maybe some cities disappear. The immigration, which we hear it these days in the Mediterranean, will be something disaster. Okay, how we can help as ABB and how we can submit a new technology to cover this gap. This gap will cover by using renewable technology, by using energy efficiency, by using nuclear technology, by using waste management as a resource for energy. And ABB can support for all these items. Support technically, support by R&D, support by solution, by service, by training. Also, the new concept for CCU, the carbon capture and storage. In order, if we will not be able to minimize the emission, we have to control the emission and collect it and keep it in deep levels on the Earth as a storage. Another concept after this, if we success in this, and they working on this very hard, the CCU, the carbon capture, utilize, how to use this carbon storage in industry. This graph shows the carbon emission and concentration on the Earth, and it related to the manufacturing. And if we spoke about future, every country looking for more growth, for more manufacturing. Every country expects there is an increase in the population, so they need to make more growth to match in the more demand from people. This means that more emission. So how we can solve, how we find solution for this dilemma? We need more growth and more manufacturing, and at the same time, we want to minimize the emission. This means that we need innovations and new technologies than what we have in the past. carbon dioxide emissions or greenhouse emissions related to the temperature. And temperature not only for increasing, but all atmosphere environment criteria related to wine, related to storm, related to heavy rains. Yeah, all this make damage in the environment. Here is the greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases which we face it is a severe element, make great impact for the life on the earth because it returns back to the earth and increase the temperature and prevent the rays of sun to escape, and this increase the temperature and this change the life nature here which we live in. Egypt, for example, will be the most country from Arabian country will affected from the climate change. The increased level of the Mediterranean Sea will make a great damage for the delta and will increase in the salt level for our land, for our agriculture land. So we will face a problem in some cities will disappear, like Alexandria, like Port-Said, like Dumyat. Then we will face that the agricultural land in our delta after 30 years not available for any using for agriculture. We will face more problems in working, more problems in immigration. The resources for us is very limited for water and energy. So we need in Egypt to work from yesterday, not from today, for new technology. It is our main challenge. And we can do and we can solve it. And we can, as Egyptians, as ABB. This picture, I think, sent a clear message. The land which we stand on it today, tomorrow will not be anymore. The sea will move forward. You can imagine that the land which we're walking on it or working or have good memories will not be anymore, will not be exist in the future. How we can face this situation, how we can control this dynamic. There is some facts about the challenge in cities, big cities worldwide. The consumption, 2/3 of worldwide energy consumption by big cities. The consumption of 60% of water consumption required by big cities. The same for greenhouse gases, the emission, 70% of emission from the big cities, because big cities have also big industrial zones. The same situation, all this kind of economic means big population, and big population needs more electricity, more traffic. Now 50% from people living in the big cities and expect to increase to at least 70% after 20 years. All this challenge need looking for intelligent city concept, for energy efficiency concept as something to be a basic for our life. It depends about our awareness. If we're looking for it as an option, that means that we didn't able to aware that challenge which we face. The same for the traffic, the same for emissions from the traffic. And by the end of the day, all of us from 2 years, we still remember the situation. Every day is 3 hours, power cut off. And now after all this investment, if this investment didn't get return on investment, didn't get production, didn't get manufacture, didn't get growth, we were not able to maintain. So we will face the same situation after short period. Okay, for every challenge, there is a solution. And solution started from the awareness of people and the technology of big companies working in the field. If we looking for the correlation between growth and energy use and emission, to reduce this correlation between economic growth and energy use, it needs energy efficiency. Energy efficiency starting from the production, energy production, and the losses, to minimize the losses in the transmission line and minimize the losses of energy consumption in the termination in the houses. ABB can submit in all this cycle of electricity from production, transmission, and consumption, starting from the station till your living room, till your master bedroom. We can work with you, we can support you in energy efficiency. To reduce the correlation also between energy use and emission, we need renewable resources from sun, from solar, from wind, from sea, from hydro station, and from waste management. I think in Egypt have to look for the waste management as a very good resource for energy. Here is the situation now. In the future, if we want to control the climate change, the energy efficiency must increase to be 71%. It is now lower than this. For renewable, it must increase. Yes, it needs more investment, more money, but the return on investment will be encourage us to go in this direction. To use the biofuel, to use the nuclear, to increase the nuclear energy station. For sure, the safety is a very important factor. For sure, the safety for the nuclear technology, but there is no chance. The using and improving for carbon capture storage, it is one of the main factors we have to use it. Here is ABB role in this dilemma. We are partner, we are working in Egyptian market, we are Egyptian company here. We're working for more than 90 years. We have more than 2,000 employees. We're working in all fields. We can submit innovation, new renewable solution, technology, integrate energy efficiency portfolio and solution from power generation to your office and to your living room in your home, and technical support, training. We have training in our headquarters. Every week there is a lot of partners coming and get training in different kind of solution and service. We are here. We are not coming to save, but we are here, 6 factory for ABB. We are here from more than 90 years. This is very important. We are not coming because there is a chance or there is an urgent plan for electricity, but we are here and we invest a lot. As our CEO and our management said in newspaper, Egyptian newspaper from 2 days, we invest more than 200 million in the last 3 years. Although all the challenge, although all the obstacles, but we still committed for Egyptian. Here is in brief, how can ABB can support from design, from technical support, from the solar power station, from the photovoltaic, from the transmission line, in design, in installation, in service, in training, in offering. We can submit electrical balance of the station and the automation for it, and the remote management and the control and service. And this is very important because if we speak about new technology, we need to get a high rate of technical support. It is very important. We need also customized offering for each case. It is not just only one solution. In Egypt, the challenge in electricity will be another phase after short period if we will not take care in our consumption. Here is another solution from ABB for variable speed drivers. To add more energy efficiency in your unit, in your factory, in your big mall, in your utility, in your home, for small pumps, for metal factory, for malls, for shopping malls, for everywhere we have a solution for energy efficiency. Energy efficiency means that the operational cost is going down. This means that you save money. Not only save electricity for support this dilemma, but you save money. And if you save money, you can invest it in another something you need, important. Here is ABB portfolio starting from transformers. You know that the losses worldwide from the energy station till the termination, 3%. 3% from the consumption of the world, it means that more than 120 airplane Boeing 747, it can take flying around the world, around all the earth for 1,000 times. You can imagine how much losses only in the transmission line, in transformers. We have a solution to minimize this solution. Have a specialized transformers, more advanced transformers. Sometimes we're looking for the power stations units as it is, but no, this is the kind. This is the rule for ABB to innovate and to make R&D, to make more advanced devices, to minimize the consumption in transformers, to minimize the consumption in transmission line, to minimize the consumption in the compact substation, and make monitor and control from it as in EO. This is the range of ABB. From the medium sector, from the medium voltage sector. I think, once again, we can, for each device, we can make presentation and details for 1 hour, but I just make it brief, just to send the message that we can support you. We are here to support, to transfer the technology to you. We are partner, yeah, that is the issue. We are here in the market. Okay, what is the resources for Egypt we can support? From the solar thermal energy, from wind energy in the north coast and in the Red Sea, for the sea energy, from waste management energy and nuclear energy. All these resources now Egypt looking for it. Egypt may sign for the nuclear energy with a big deal with Russia, and also looking now for thermal energy. And yesterday they made the first contract for waste management energy by 43 million Egypt. This is the complete picture starting from the stations, energy stations, the transmission line. Then we are now in the green building. One of the elements of the total concept of a smart city. Green building, how to make the proper working for the building with the minimum energy consumption. There is meaningless to minimize for energy consumption and then person inside the place feel not comfortable. No, it is not our target. But with our target to make people comfort, at the same time minimize the energy consumption. The green building not only for energy consumption, but also for minimize the consumption of raw material. It is very important to minimize our consumption from all the surrounding environment. This is the concept of building automation. Control the system of building for the purpose of energy saving and optimization. If we looking for this concept, maybe some person says that, okay, but this idea is not working in Egypt. I can say to you, we are working here for this concept of green building for 17 years. And we applied this technology in more than 360 buildings in Egypt. More than 360 buildings in Egypt. Different segment of market. All market segment in administration towers, in headquarters in a smart village, taking elite, in hotels, in stadiums, in open area like Al-Azhar Park and Family Park. We have the technical expert, we have the technology, and we have the resources to do it. And we achieve all what we committed to the client to make energy efficiency. In Nile City Tower, we achieved more than 22% as the operation team of the owner himself said in an official letter to us. This is very important. What we say, what we committed to the client, by the end of the day, the client achieved it. Now, for energy consumption for the building, for the residential and commercial, represent more than 50%. And in Egypt, I think more and more, due to our lifestyle, due to our situation. And 40% from the cost for the first years any building, it's going for the electricity. So it means that we have to invest a lot to select the proper design for electricity and the proper design for control for energy consumption. In ABB, we're using KNX protocol. We started this protocol from 26 years with another 14 companies, and now this council or this community from 14 companies become more than 400 manufacturers worldwide. This means that it is an open protocol. We manufacture it in our factory in Germany, in ABB Stolze in Heidelberg, and ABB Schweden near to Dortmund, and ABB Sweden Seaweed for smart meters, and also ABB Satcher for breakers. Also make now investment for the breakers itself to be more intelligent, to get monitored it for status and on and off and trip. All big factors worldwide working in this way. We still remember Nokia when they didn't invest on the smartphones. Now there is no Nokia. Yes. No one can imagine that the change in the world, in the earth, will take more time, change every day. And ABB invest more than $6 billion for R&D to keep its performance and to keep its image. This is some facts about KNX. More than 7,000 certified KNX products. More than near about to 50,000 projects worldwide applied KNX technology. We are in Egypt from 17 years. We working for KNX for more than 360 projects. We have our certified training center here for basic training and advanced training. Credit from KNX itself and from ABB. We have our team, all are partners for KNX, and we have our system integrators, contractors, all are certified from KNX. We are here to support. Really, we're ready to make all technical support in design and to select the proper device to achieve the proper performance. We get the KNX award at 2006, and we invited from Yvonne Fair in Berlin to make session, and also from Net at Home Fair in France. And now we are working to increase the accredit for our training center to be able to give the tutor itself. Here is some application for KNX, for lighting, for clients, just to control the lighting, to control the shutters, to control the security, energy management, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, monitoring, and remote control, smart meters, and to interface with audio and video, to control the quiet goods, even the quiet goods. This is multi-application, infinite application, but we make customized solution based on your need. This is some kind of project using KNX, and all the photos we take it from Egypt. This is Smart Village, Cairo Stadium, El Azhar Park, also for public building, for museums, for industrial facility, for airports like Sharm el-Sheikh Airport, for banks, for schools, for universities, for hospitals, for towers like Nile City Towers, and residential. KNX advantage is the future-oriented technology, meaning less to use the old electricity as Mr. Edison invented from more than 200 years in our new buildings. We have to invest more for electricity. It is simple plan, only one control cable to feeding the device with power and also with communication control signal. It is very simple programming like Excel, drag and drop, and it is one system for many functions. We can start from 2 or 3 applications, and then we can upgrade it more. It is easy and quick installation. All components are then ready, and it reduces the energy consumption. This is Nile City Tower, some buildings from Amar projects, and the 4 Seasons hotels in Alexandria. This is the portfolio for the devices. Every device for it included, as you said in the the computers intelligent inside. Every device has microprocessor inside. So every device is an intelligent. There is no need to have a master device. Every device has the same function and have same responsibility like all other devices. If some device is going failure, it will not affect the operation of all systems. This is very important. Here the kind of operation is peer-to-peer, not master and slave. This is a device for occupancy sensor, for touch screen, for wall station, to control the lighting and dimming and HVAC. Here is the topology for the system. We can start from bar room like this one, and then to tower, then to cities with different applications. And we can integrate with all protocols, with IP, with TCP, with GBS, with GRS, with GSM, with all kinds of media. We can transfer our data. There is no problem. It is a very simple cable, this green one, from the control panel, and going serial in-out for our control devices. It can install beside the power cable. It is shielded. And for application, as I said before, lighting, management control, every device has built-in microprocessor. There is a presence sensor, feeling that exists of person in that place, not only for movement, but the temperature from his body. Dimming system, we have dedicated dimming devices for all kinds of lamps, and especially for the new technology, LED now, with all kinds of drivers for it. And for dairy, using dairy addressable, also we have dedicated device for it. Here is the new presence detectors. Shutter control, all kinds of shutter control, HVAC, all kinds of HVAC and its valves. And for HVAC, we make another project in feeder factory called Fairmont. This is to achieve more than 100 HVAC device CapEx. This is another portfolio we'll add it to our solution. The interface with all smartphones, with iPads. We are here with the interface with EMS, with all IPTV. There's no problem. And also for smart meters, this is a very important issue that we didn't spoke about prepaid meters. We spoke about smart meters. And it is needed for electricity networking in Egypt. We have all range, direct connect to the loads and with current transformer. And we have also partner, multinational brand, specialized for software, working with us to secure the management software. Here is our energy meters, and here is our wiring accessories. As I said, we are especially in homes and until your office, until your living room, have wiring accessories from ABB Germany and from ABB Italy. Here is different range of wall stations. Can control all your applications through one wall station. Here is touch screens. We can make monitor and control, and we can interface it with audiovisual, with IPTV, with CCTV cameras for security. And here is our solution. If we spoke about home or building, start from home automation for switching, for dimming, for shutter, for HVAC, for security, for different scenario for operation, for entertainment also, for audio, video, MP3, web, TV, for information, and for security. And then we can go in from site buildings to all of the city to speak about intelligent city and smart grid. Here is our drivers for smart grid, generation side, integration with the renewable technology in the solar and in wind, and how this have a very important tool to reduce the carbon dioxide emission. and also in the another side, for consumption side, how to make energy efficiency and to control the consumption. Here in the fair, we invite all of you, please take 15 minutes and visit our stand here, and we are waiting you with our pleasure to see our new product for automation, free at home, and door entry system. It is a very, very good solution and very competitive technical and commercial, and really it is an extra value add for ABB portfolio. And it is first launch for Egyptian market, this product. This is some photos for some project we installed for building automation in Egypt. 9 city towers, Intercontinental Sharm el-Sheikh, Four Seasons, Al-Azhar Park, and here is some building in Smart Village, headquarter for some banks, and Dar el-Handasa headquarter, and we have the pleasure to work in Dar el-Handasa, and also Petrojet headquarter, CFC, and the real estate of City Gather in Alexandria. And this is our case study. As I said during my presentation for 9 City Tower, we installed more than 15,000 intelligent devices, and we achieved 20.5, and in another year we achieved 22% energy saving. So we can, really we can support, we have the resources, we have the experience, we have the technology, and we succeeded already. We can make better future for energy in Egypt. Thank you for your time and your interest. This is my email and this is my mobile, and I will be very happy if I take any calls at any time. We are here. Thank you for your time and good lunch.